All right, boys. Hopefully, at some point, you see these videos. This is the second one, and yeah, it's taking a while to get to the second one, but there's still things I gotta say because it's been 10 years, and I know Lucas and probably forgotten who I am, seeing as he hadn't seen me since he turned 1, and you haven't seen me, Zach, since you were 4. So, and Zach, you're about to be 13 now. You should be smart enough to understand these situations of why I ain't been around and can't be around. My stepdad, your granddaddy, used his retirement money to pay for a piss poor lawyer that did not seem to have my and your best intentions in his mind. And one day he told me I should just sign my rights away and wash my hands with y'all. And maybe I wouldn't have to suffer through this child support nonsense. And I told him no, they're my kids. As much as I don't like suffering and all that, I can't bring myself to do such a thing. I made y'all. I raised y'all. At least I raised you, Zach. We used to be together damn near all the time when we when you and Heather moved into my apartment. Even if I didn't want to, I did. And let's face it, in case anybody else sees this video, people love their kids. But you can't deny that some parents do want some time away, a break. Let's be logical and rational and pragmatic here. But and she'll probably tell you that she did everything and was always there, and she wasn't. I'm the one that basically took care of everything but the doctor's appointments. I'm the one that did all the cooking. I'm the one that did all the picking of clothes, the cleaning the room, the laundry, all that. I'm the one that risked the job I had when she was in college and was not getting it home at a proper hour for me to go to work. She's the one that put that job in jeopardy. And one time, Zach, I even brought you to work with me because I couldn't afford to be late and she was going to be an hour or so late. So I took you to work with me and had your Uncle Will and his old friend Shaggy come get you with my house key to bring you back to watch you at the apartment until she got back because I was the one making money. It was always me. I was the one that always had to work. And when me and you, Zach, would be out and about, showing you the city, walking around, or riding around on the bike, it was always me. We was hungry. I'd get us something to eat, and we'd split something to eat. You got tired. I was the one that was carrying you 10, 12 blocks back. Not her. Was proud of my boys. We used to run around the house playing tag and whatnot. Used to rock out to some rock music. You used to love the little going out on rides when I had a car and a little bit of spirited driving here and there. I don't know what the hell they have you, what kind of music they done got you into now, but you was a little rocker, buddy. You was about to be my little metalhead. Some good stuff. And I miss you two boys, but there ain't nothing I can do about it. Tried. As you can see by the wall behind me, I am still living in the same hole that I moved into when me and your mother split. I'm not the one with living in houses and all that and going on vacations and all that stuff. Nah, I'm barely surviving over here. Your repugnant mother has had a large hand in ruining what little life I had and was trying to build and conceive. Ain't nothing but crappy job after crappy job, living in this hole, this trap, this government trap of a hole. She don't even need any of my money. She outlive better than I do. I'm the one that has to suffer and sacrifice and always the losing party, where everything works in her undeserved favor. And I'm not just talking foolishness here. Unlike your mother, I'm not that bitter. I'm disappointed in her actions. Disappointed that she would carry this on for so long. Are you serious? There's a road one. Can't even afford a pack of cigarettes most of the time. And I try. I try. Because of her, I don't even get taxes. I I know what I've done, and I've made peace with it. I have said it many times over the years. I know what I've done, and I've long taken accountability for the things I've done. Your mother? No, I highly doubt it. She's too prideful. She's got an ego. She's too self-centered. I've taken accountability for my actions, and I've long repented and repented enough for things that happened over 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. And I tell you another reason. Like I said in the last video, she put that domestic violence order on me, which turned into which through the courts, she kept renewing it over and over to further push me away from you two boys when I had done nothing but adhere to what I was supposed to do. I did what I was supposed to do. No contact, no nothing. No getting other people to say stuff, to deliver messages for me. None of that. But yes, she continued to renew it. She continued to keep us away. And I don't know what lies she's told you or anything. I only know what other people have told me. And knowing her, what they told me was probably the truth. And like I said, I take accountability for my actions. I take responsibility for what I did. I repented. I paid my dues. I paid for whatever a long time ago. And this nonsense should have stopped a long time ago. And now you're far away, counties away, living somewhere else, not in this city, not in Louisville, not in Jefferson County, living far away somewhere else in what is probably a nice little house or something that because of her I could never afford. Well, partially because of her. And her tyranny. And I hope one day these videos gain enough traction that you can see them and find them. I hope one day you try to seek me out to learn the truth, because I haven't forgotten nothing. I remember pretty much everything. Such as the fact that when you was little, Zach, most of our help and assistance came from my family, because her family really couldn't be bothered. And I actually remember a long time ago, before y'all was even born and thought of, when and me was fresh in the relation. Her and I was fresh in the relationship. I was told by a few people in her family that she's crazy and you should get away. You shouldn't date her. And I didn't listen. Sometimes I wish I did, but you two wouldn't be here. And I'm happy you two are here. I'm just not happy with the situation we're in. Because it's not right. I don't know what your lives has been, because I had to miss out on everything. Missed out on birthdays. The only thing I got to do is take you to your first day of school, Zach. And then, of course, come pick you up from school when you acted like a butthole, doing things you shouldn't have been doing in school. And the funny thing is, before Zach's birthday, we were actually pretty cordial. We were pleasant to each other. Everything was still okay. We had managed to maintain a friendship. I don't know what changed on Lucas's first birthday. I don't know what changed, because I was still holding up my end of the deal. I was still around. We were still nice and friendly and cordial to each other. And maybe that change is Tyler's fault.
Maybe he was jealous because he couldn't, regardless of what he did, would never fill my shoes. And though you two have had a hopefully good life, what I could have did, what I planned on doing, and all that, still wouldn't be able to fill my shoes, and he still hasn't. From the possibilities of what could have happened, nope, it's not your dad. He's fake. He was pretending. I was gonna get y'all right, do everything I could, like I was doing. What else is there? What else is there? Hmm. Well, there's that. In fact, I still got love for you boys, and I hope that you can find me. Won't be hard to find. Find me anywhere on the internet under this name on my YouTube account if you are so inclined. I've missed everything. I remember at one point, your Aunt Mouse gave me a bike. It was a very nice bike. I was building that for you, Zach, to be your first bike to teach you how to ride on. And she took that away from me. Your mother took everything away from me. I have nothing. Nothing. Nothing substantial. Nothing worth having. Nothing that really matters in the grand scheme of it all. I have nothing but pain over this ordeal. For years, I'd have nightmares and depression, sadness, sorrow, strife because of what your mother did. And I'm not saying that some of it wasn't warranted, but to go this far and this long is excessive. It's overkill. It's overkill. Not trying so hard to make everything work. The things I did for that family, things I did, such as when we no four, all three of us, me, you, Zach, and your mother, lived at Tabitha's. Well, mostly me living there for quite a while she was going through her pregnancy issues and helping take care of her. Doesn't matter. All the times that I've helped people move and all the things I did for Moe's that most of the other ones didn't want to do, wrapped up in their own personal nonsense. All the stuff I did for Moe's, your great granny, rest her soul, she was a wonderful woman. Thankless. None of it means anything. All the proper fathering that I did to you boys. Thankless means nothing. I'm telling you. I don't know how often that you guys have actually seen her sisters or cousins or aunts or any of that, or your granny, Cindy. I don't know how often you see them, but if they were hardly ever around, well, they were hardly around back then, unless we brought them around or whatnot. And if you hardly ever seen them or anything like that, oh well, it's because of your mother. It's because of your mother. I remember when we were hard up on money and things, and they wouldn't help. But you know who did help? My family helped. My family was basically always there, especially your great granny, my grandmother, loves you. And she decided to take all that away from you. You take all everything you know about your mother as a lesson. And if you like girls, don't find one like her. I'm begging you, don't find one like her. That's if you into girls. Don't find one like her. I would rather you be happy and successful and live a great life. I would rather my family line, to end with you two than for you to screw around and mess up like I did and get a woman like her. And really do miss you guys. Y'all growing up, experiencing all the things that I wanted to see and help y'all along the way with. Staying up all late trying to work out some homework, riding bikes, helping y'all through y'all first video games, y'all first RPGs or racing games, all them birthdays, them days of school, chaperoning on field trips or whatever, if that's even still a thing. Wanted to give y'all the stuff that I didn't get to get. But your mother took it all away. Too wrapped up in her hatred of me that y'all had to suffer in the crossfire. Because I can make peace and all that. Because y'all are way more important to me than she is. And I was when we were doing that. And I can continue to do that. She's the one that doesn't want to. She's the one that doesn't want to play nice. So hopefully you seek me out. Seek me out when you can. Zach, I know you. I'd be surprised if you don't have any kind of social media or something at 13 or a phone. You could easily find me. But I bet if you don't, and it's because she's trying to keep you away from me. She don't want you online. She don't want you on the internet. She don't want you having no contact with me. She's trying to keep you away from me. And it ain't out of no protection like she'll probably claim. It's out of her hatred and her disgust of me. A lot of it is undeserved because she doesn't know how to let things go. She's vindictive. She holds grudges. Things that happened over a decade ago that I've made peace with and accepted what happened. I know where I've screwed up. Damn it. I know where I've screwed up and where I've messed up at. I ain't the same person I was back then. I've had a not so easy life. And I'm easily found online. But she's trying to keep y'all away from me. Because she don't want y'all to know the truth, which is why I'm doing these videos. And this one carried on a little longer than I wanted to, but yeah. She doesn't want y'all to know the truth. What really happened. She wants you to just know what she thinks happened. What she claims happened. And nothing more. She wants you to hate me, not her. You have no reason to hate me because I did nothing to you. Ugh. I did nothing to you. It's all on her. I've been the bigger person. Am I annoyed? Am I a little angry about the whole situation? Of course I am going to be. Who wouldn't be? But I'm not. I'm not as angry and grudge holding as she is. That's why we're in this situation. From the things I did and all the things she's done and still doing. I've been ready to see you boys again. I just don't have the power to do it because the courts, the law does not work on our side, boys. The law is our enemy. Don't let nobody tell you any different. Because if it wasn't, well, I would have been and had you boys back. Either all to myself or a couple days out every week or whatever. All I want to do is raise y'all right. And y'all have been done a big, huge disservice. It may not look like it because of however y'all live now, but y'all were done wrong. Like they always like to say, the true victims are the children. And right now, y'all are the number one victim, and I'm the second victim. And hopefully, you can get away and escape so that you can safely contact me so we can catch up on our lives because I miss you boys and I'm still here. I haven't went nowhere. She did. It's all on her. She lied to the courts. She did everything she could. She took y'all across county lines, which she's the one that's constantly running away and keeping me away. I'm still here in the same spot. I'm still here waiting on y'all to come find me. And y'all do so safely. And don't tell her. Because then you'll see the true wrath of that woman. Who, despite it all, honestly, I don't think has any right being your mother. And this video's long as hell. Love you, boys. Be successful. Take care of your mother. And seek out the truth. Hell. Your uncle, Bubba, he'll tell you. He knows some stuff. He'll tell you the truth about your mother. He knew it longer than I did. And a lot of other things. Just ask him. Till next time.